Glorious weather, typically Swiss hillside track, a strong showing in qualifying by the British crews, and of course current and former champions homing in on the title. All these ingredients, when mixed together, would guarantee a Swiss Grand Prix to remember. I have to say, from the moment the gate dropped, we were not disappointed. Race 1 got underway with loud music and a rush to turn 1. Julian Veldman and Glenn Janssen got the neg up in front, but their lead was short-lived. There was no doubt who wanted this one the most, and first Etienne Bax and Casper Stupelis, and then Marvin van Luken and Ben van den Bogart claimed the scalps of Veldman and Janssens. Then came a really strong showing by the British crews, with Stuart Brown and Josh Chamberlain fighting off a challenge by Koen Hermans and Nicolas Mousset for 4th place. Jake Brown and Joe Millard were in the top 6, with Brett Wilkinson and Ryan Humphrey 10th at this point. These three crews were eventually to finish 4th, 5th and 6th at the flag. Julian Veldman had a problem which dropped him right down to 13th place, but he recovered to claim 10th at the finish. A first lap incident took Arne Dierkens and Robbie Bax out of the running and possibly out of the meeting altogether. That proved to be the case. Their challenge for 3rd place in the title race had faltered a bit, particularly as Hermans was riding so strongly. Hermans and Mousset were making a real bid for the lead in this one, as they'd already passed Van Lukener, but he was destined to get the place back to keep his title defence alive. With another race to come, the Bax Stupelis machine was in fine form and looking stronger by the minute. Race 2, and away they went again. Inspired by their earlier good ride, Jake Brown and Joe Millard led the world from the gate and halfway round the opening lap. This race will be another very successful one for the British crews, but there was one team they would not be beating. Bax and Stupelis took control of this one, just as they had earlier. Despite the race-long attentions of Koen Hermans and Nicolas Mousset, they had another dominant ride to win by a respectable margin. Stuart Brown and Josh Chamberlain also passed Brown Jr. to go 3rd, followed by Van Lukener and Van den Bogart. Try as they might, the defending champions could do nothing about Stuart Brown and were obliged to settle for 4th behind the British captain. There was a terrific ride from the back of the field for Brett Wilkinson and Ryan Humphrey. 15th on lap 3, they gained almost a place every lap to fight through to an eventual 8th, and what a fine 8th it was. Similarly, Gary Moulds and Brian Anthony came from the tail end on lap 1 to make it through to 13th and some decent points. That was a good effort for this crew together for the first time this weekend. Kurt Varick and Loris Diders restored some dignity this time out with a storming 5th place behind Van Lukener. Varick likes this place, and but for his mechanical problems in race 1, could easily have featured strongly in the overall result. So, overall victory, of course, went to Bax and Stupelis from Hermans and Van Lukener. The Belgian must surely feel his title slipping away, but there are still 6 races to go for him to find those missing points. Check out all the standings here on this website. The next round comes from Hoik in Belgium, where we are once again hosting a live broadcast across the entire weekend. Make sure you have access to View so you don't miss a thing. A one-event pass is still available. Check out the details and keep up with all the news here on FAM Sidecarcross.com. We'll see you next weekend. Bye for now.